Hello and welcome to Jozua FC, and this is some Arsenal news for you today. We have Ramsey news. One of our best players in the decade, in my opinion, has been deemed surplus to requirements at Juventus. A big stumbling block for any club that wants to sign him would be the 400,000 weekly wage that you'll have to get through, with his representatives. That's a huge stumbling block. I've seen a lot of comments from Arsenal fans on Twitter this, evening, looking at, trying to get him back to Arsenal. I don't think that will be, a best option, honestly. I mean, looking back at the season he's had at Serie A, he's not had the most convincing of seasons, but we all know how good his quality is, honestly, when he's performing at Arsenal. Left not under the best circumstances, but personally, I don't think he fits into the new system that Mikel is trying to employ in this season. Having news reports that Willian is going to be playing as a number 10 as well, probably, or centrally, and so I don't think that Ramsey would be a good fit financially. Having his price would probably be about 20 to 25 million with his age and his contract. I think Juventus would be keen to offload him at that salary point. As you can see from the stats, he's had 3 goals, 1 assist. Most of his appearances have been substitute appearances, but when he's on, he's been okay. Not poor, not outstanding. I do think Arsenal could benefit from him if we had the additional money, but I think to Mikel's concept of Arsenal right now, I think signing Ceballos for 20 million would be a better, more important decision to make, as well as the Partey transfer. However, if a player like Zaha moves out of the team, I don't mind Ramsey as, having a box-to-box midfielder who can defend, who can track back, and who can also do, late runs into the box and score goals. That's something that has been missing from Arsenal for, about maybe like the past year, So the only problem is that he isn't as technical a player as I think Arteta needs in that, free 8, kind of like number 10 role. He's more of a box-to-box Frank Lampard, industrious midfielder, so I don't think it'll be the best decision, to get Ramsey back to Arsenal, even though it's a very sentimental, emotional decision to make. Looking past that, as I mentioned earlier, I think the Mirror has reported that Willian is Mikel Arteta intends to use Willian this season at a number 10 role, and I think that leaves a lot of options on the left wing. There was a whole Zaha viral Instagram message that happened about 2 days ago, I think. I don't think having Zaha at the club will be necessarily a bad deal, knowing how tricky he is. My personal dream favorite Arsenal left wing signing would be Alan Saint-Maximin, but I don't think that's, potentially realistic either, considering the circumstances at, the COVID-19 impact on clubs in European football. So, but I think Zaha on the price, if you can get him for like 35 million, it'll be pretty good, even though his stats this season haven't been the greatest. I think goals and assists have been like low single digits, but that could work, well in our favor if it means drawing down the price, in terms of the pandemic as well as his performance in the past year. Personally, I think Saka and Martinelli are already fighting for a place on the left wing, and if Arteta wants to put aubameyang up top, I think there's still many left wingers that that we can look at, in the academy as well. I mean, as our youth players, for the left wing. So I don't think it's an important buy. I think the important buy would still be the cam role. Even with Willian, I still think we need another number 10 or number 8. Ozil, there's reports of him, potentially leaving, I'm not super sure on that, because I think, he's a family here, he has a home here. I'm pretty sure he would like to see out his contract, in this very confusing and turbulent year, before he moves to, a club in Turkey. Yeah, I think that's it for the transfer news today. So yeah, see you in the next one. This is Jozua FC.